What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. Today we're talking about emotional eating. Now, if anybody knows about emotional eating, it's me. We live in a society that most of our eating revolves and is connected to our emotions. When someone dies, we eat. When someone is married, we eat. When we close the deal, we eat. When we lose the job, we eat. When we're happy, we eat. When we're sad, we eat. Emotional eating in the West, in much of the developed world, is not just about eating when sad, but eating through an array of emotions, no matter how up or down we are. Emotional eating is real. And the reason why emotional eating exists is because of how food makes us feel, especially when we're eating certain types of foods. Now think about what comfort foods are. Most times when you hear about things that make you comfortable, it's things that have an excessive amount of sugar, fat, salt, things that we don't need an excess amount of. You know, when we're eating the chocolate, when we're eating the ice cream, when we're eating the pot pies, the potatoes, and the rich meats, they make us feel good. That's a hormonal response, dopamines that are released in the brain, the body's natural feel good type of drug. Dopamine is released whenever we're eating. It makes us feel good. It lifts our spirits. There are many females who like to eat chocolate around a certain time of year because of the endorphins that are produced when you're eating not only the sugar, but also the caffeine. So you have to understand that emotional eating is attached to a vast array of different types of emotions, not just negative ones, but positive ones as well. Food in many instances in the West is used as a crutch. It's used like a drug. You know, when we have a bad day, we eat. When we hear bad news, we eat. When something that we wish did not happen does happen, we'll eat. And this is a major obstacle and hurdle that people have to understand. And one of the major obstacles and hurdles that you have to understand when dealing with emotional eating is understanding that when you eat things that aren't healthy, when you eat things that are fatty, greasy, salty, things that are the antithesis of what you want your weight loss goals to be or your health goals to be, you're going to create more negative emotions, right, or experiences and circumstances than the temporary pleasure that you get when you eat it. But what are some things that people can do to help with emotional eating? There are two specific things. The first thing that you have to do is you have to learn that you can avoid emotional eating by just stabilizing your blood sugar. When blood sugar is stabilized, it takes away the snacky desires that we have to overeat, to eat the popcorn, to eat the muffins. You'd be surprised how many people go through the day spiking their blood sugar each and every day through eating excessive amounts of sugar, eating foods that aren't balanced, sweet cereals that are absent of a good protein source and healthy fats. When you're eating balanced meals, macronutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats together, it helps to stabilize the blood sugar. When a person has stabilized blood sugar, you're not going to be nearly as hungry as you are when your blood sugar is unstable. There are many people who are hungry all of the time because they're eating in the wrong combination of their meals. And what happens is when blood sugar drops, you got to eat that muffin, you got to eat that popcorn, you have to eat that sweet drink. And all of those things do is it spikes your blood sugar again and it takes you through this vicious cycle. So the only way to control emotional eating is eat in a way whereby in the stabilization of your blood sugar, it's not causing you to have these blood sugar swings that make it easier to emotionally eat. All right. The second thing is to stay hydrated. If my blood sugar is stable through the day, if I'm hydrated, meaning I'm drinking enough water, okay, not drinking sodas, not drinking juices, not drinking smoothies, but just plain old H2O. When I'm doing those two things, it doesn't mean that all of my emotional eating goes away, but it puts me in a position to where I'm better able to control my hunger, when, and what I eat. So those are the two tips that I had to learn when I lost my 130 pounds. And that's the same way that I teach people who come through 40 days with Dr. Joe, be it the 40-day turn up or the journey. So I hope this helps. Till next time, be blessed. Peace.